sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name's Beth, and if you're new, welcome. Recently I made a crazy quilt for this little dollhouse. Here it is right here, and today I'm making a log cabin style quilt. I have yet to purchase a bed for this cute little dollhouse, but the beds are coming, and in the meantime I am sewing some small quilts. I didn't have far to go to find fabric to make the little quilts I'll be working on today. This is the little trash bag next to my sewing machine, and there are some scraps in here that are 1 inch, a little bit larger than 1 inch. Today I'm cutting tiny strips that are 1 inch wide. Typically, if I have leftover pieces of fabric, the smallest piece that I usually keep is 1.5 inches. So all of these were in the trash. So these little quilts I'm making are totally free and totally random. The first one I made, I just used all different colors, but the one I'm working on right now, they're both log cabin, but in this case, I'm going to do half of the strips dark or prints, and the other half of the strips I will use a white fabric. Each of my little quilts, the first one that I did with all just random colors, and this one that I'm working on right now, use 4 blocks. There will be 4 log cabin blocks using these tiny 1 inch pieces, and in both quilts I'm using a 1 inch square, a red square in both of the centers of these log cabins. So for this log cabin, I'll start with that red square, and then I'm going to work around. I'm going to do 2 sides with a print fabric and then 2 sides with a white fabric, and I'm going to go twice around to make a very small little quilt block, and I'll put 4 quilt blocks together to make this really sweet little dollhouse quilt. pressing my little squares, I arranged them a couple different ways. Here I'm putting all of the dark corners to the left top, and now I'll turn it and just try some different ways to put them together. This way puts all of the dark corners in the center, and that one's nice. But I'll just keep turning these around and figure out which way I'm going to arrange my blocks for this little quilt. This little dollhouse quilt, I won't need to use batting. I think it's just fine to have 2 layers. The dolls won't mind. And I'm going to put right sides together with the backing. Also, all the way around on the very edge of the raw edge of this little quilt, and then I'll leave an opening, turn it right side out, and press, and then I will just hand stitch the opening closed. I may go back and quilt these little quilts. I haven't decided. I kind of like the way they look right now, but I might decide to go back and hand quilt these sweet little quilts. These little tiny quilts were so much fun to put together. I really enjoyed using all those little tiny pieces to make these small dollhouse quilts. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.